we will start our class now. From here, we will start our class. So see, we study about the fluvial landforms. We study about the fluvial landforms, that is flowing water. Then we study about the karst topography. Then we study about the glacial landform. Then we study about the aeolian landforms. In aeolian or desert landforms, in that some topics are left. So that topic we will finish after the studying the coastal landforms. So after that we'll finish that aeolian landforms. So today we'll study our class with the coastal landforms. So see, in all those landforms, when that formation is taking place, in that all those landforms, due to that landforms formation are taking place due to some course of actions. So like in fluvial, we study about the attrition, abrasion or corrosion, then corrosion, then like solution we studied. So all some forces are acting, then due to that only some landforms changes are taking places. So all those landforms are formed due to some particular course of action. So similarly in coastal landforms, we have that course of actions. So in that course of actions, in that coastal landforms, we can see that in the coastal landforms we have the attrition, force of action taking place, attrition, then we have the corrosion, then we have the solution. Solution is what? Mixing of some chemical elements into something. So in that, due to that, there will be extraction or contraction between those solid parts. So due to that, there will be weathering and erosion. So in that way, they are taking place. And in this, also one main force of action is that wind force. So in the coastal landform, one main force we will study, that is wind force. So remember this one. If we don't have this wind force, then all these forces, they won't be that much applicable for making the coastal landforms. So in the coastal landforms, see, coastal, how these waves are moving. Now we have our ocean. Suppose this is a boundary area. We have our ocean this side. It is water is flowing. So what will happen now? Water is flowing. If there is no wind, so it will be silent. It won't be moving. It will be silent, and if they will be moving, they will be moving at their own place, like in circular way. But now what happening now? That ocean is like filled of full water. So what happens when the wind from the same side of the water it comes? So what will come if the wind is flowing from this side? Here, if this is the water body, so wind is flowing from this side. So wind is flowing from this side means what is happening? There is a friction between wind and water. So what is happening? There is a friction between wind and water, and always see wind for this prevailing winds. Prevailing winds always flows in this direction, or you can say in this direction. It won't flow like parallelly. So when it is flowing in direct way, so what will happen? There will be friction. If it is flowing through this way, there will be friction. So now due to that friction, this water parts, what will happen? Movement will happen. So due to that only we have the wave forms. So now water is heating it. Wind is heating it. So here, due to friction, this water is moving up and down. So due to that we have the wave forms. So in the coastal landforms, we have the erosion landforms and deposition landforms. So in this coastal erosion and deposition landforms, we have that main, in the water we have waves, in ocean we have waves, tides, then currents. So due to all these only, there is a formation of lands nearby the coastal area. So all these forces are acting. So this is the main part. So that everything we study here. See here. Now in this, you must also know about the swash, what is known as swash and backwash. So backwash. See here, what is happening? Now this is a land part. Okay, this is a land part. Now this is the ocean part. This is the ocean part. So what is happening? When that wind is blowing, prevailing winds is blowing, and due to friction, there is a upliftment of water, and that they are forming the waves. So they are forming the waves. Now what is happening? Now here it is fully, here there are no raw particles, so here waves are there, and as the water comes nearer to the continental part, so that water will be flowing in the shallow area. So what will happen? Now since here it is fully deep, so here that wave formation will be in the high tide. So that due to friction, that wave formation is high tide. So that wave they are flowing, and they are flowing and they are coming here to the continental part. So when they are coming in the shallow area, so there is a breaking of the waves. So when the waves will break, then they will just flow with the high speed. They will go. So you can see it. Now this waves is flowing from here, like then it is flowing and it's breaking here. Okay. When it's breaking, that is known as the break point. So it's breaking here, then after it is flowing like a water with speed. Okay. So that flowing after a break, that water is flowing horizontal to the ground. So that is known as the swash. That is horizontal to ground in the wind direction. So that is known as the swash. And when water has flown there, so again mostly coastal parts will see that it will be like a slopey area. So see, so slopey area means what will happen? That water, when that water has gone there, so again due to the slope, like a little slope, so it will come back. That water will come back with a little energy. Okay. How much energy? See, it was having a good amount of energy in swash. But when it is coming back, so it would have lost its energy. See, swash means what? Here what is happening? When breaking is happening, so it will go in high, then after it will flow. So that water will be like somewhat up of the ground only. And when it is coming back, it will be touching the ground and it will be flowing. So there when it is coming back, so it will have the somewhat less energy than the swash water. So this water are known as the backwash. So this type of water flowing in the coastal area is known as the backwash. So for understanding the landforms, how these landforms are formed, you must understand that what is known as swash, what is known as backwash, and what is known as the break point. Now in this, waves are flowing in this way. So what is happening? We have the crest and trough. This part is known as trough and this part is known as crest. So height from this is known as the wavelength. So that is not to study, but that is for knowledge purpose. So see here in this diagram. Here, wind is flowing. So due to the wind direction, this water friction is there, then tide waves formation is taking place, then it is going. So when the water is flowing upwards after the break point, so that is known as swash, and this is the break point. When after flowing, when it is coming back, that is known as the backwash. So this is about the movement of water in the ocean side. So see here, now this and see where this ocean water is full of water. So what will happen if wind is not that much strong? So if we have the weak wind, then due to that we'll have the deposition landform. See here, due to that we'll have the deposition landforms. And if the wind is a strong, like a storm, or you can say that. So if we have the strong wind, then we'll have the erosional landforms. See, in the best way you can understand that strong wind means you can understand during the cyclone. When cyclone comes, then what will happen? A strong wind will be blowing. So during that time, what will happen? You could have seen even on the continental part side also. During the cyclone comes, means like a strong wind will be blowing. So during that, what happens? Even on the continental part, we have the erosion, where like a breaking of buildings, trees, all this. So if the strong wind is flowing, then erosion landforms will. If wind is weak, then deposition formation of waves. So with it, when it is bringing the sediments from the seaside, okay. When they are bringing the sediments from seaside, then what will happen? When the weak wind is there, what will happen? When it will go near to the beaches area or coast area, so there weak wind we have. So that swash will be of somewhat less energy. Then when the swash itself is of less energy, then what about backwash? So backwash we won't have that much energy, so that all those sediments get deposited in this side and they form a land. So they get deposited. So that type of landform is known as a deposition. And if the strong wind is there, so it will hit those continental parts. When it will hit, so there will be erosion in that particular parts. So due to erosion, due to heating, so there after there will be no base this side. So again this upper rock will fall. Then again it will go deep. So that in that way erosional landforms takes place. So this is about the strong wind and weak wind. Okay. So marine erosion is what? That sea or ocean we call them as marine. So that is marine erosion. So okay, about the forces we talked. So corrosion. How this corrosion force is acting? How this corrosion force is acting? So suppose if there is a landform here, wind is ocean water is flowing this side. So what will happen? It will hit the surface with the energy. So when it will hit that particular surface many times, so there will be breaking. So due to that breaking, it will break this part, then again it will break, go deeper, then again due to the no support, this part will fall down. So that is known as the corrosion. So waves armed with the rock debris of all sizes and shapes charge against the base of the cliffs. So this is like cliffs area, and when it is coming from the ocean side, so in ocean also some materials will be there, or some like pebbles or some rocks, small rocks will be there. So they'll come and hit, and that water force also will be there, and also those rocks also there. So they will hit with their maximum force. So due to that, we have the erosional land. So this is about the corrosion, and this corrosion is also known as the abrasion. Then we have the attrition. So attrition means what? When they are, when water is flowing towards the continental side. So inside this, if some particle, say, when we throw something from the coast inside, then again that same particle might come to near the beaches. It might not come to near to the same beaches, but it will go to the some other beaches. So what will happen? Wave is flowing towards the beach side. So they are bringing those materials which are in the ocean side, they are bringing near to the beach side. So what will happen? Now suppose some big rocks are there. So from that rocks, due to force of water and wind, it is bringing this side. So what will happen? Now when it is bringing this side, so they will be like in circular manner or somewhat. So due to force of wind and water, so what will happen? They will have friction among themselves. They will be rotating like this. So when they will have the rotation, so what will happen? Their parts will get eroded slowly. So that small parts will get eroded, and after that, when that water reaches this part, so all those small grain particles will get settled here. So that is known as attrition. Or in doing that, rocks will be polished. So that is known as attrition. So see, the constantly moving waves that transport beach materials such as the boulders, pebbles, shingle, and fine sand. So they will hurl. So hurl means what? They will be moving like this. So these materials against each other until they are broken down into the very small pieces. So and they at last they will come and get settled here. So that is known as the attrition. Then we have the hydraulic action. So hydraulic action is what? Water action. So you know that with the wind, so water will also have a great force of energy. So that will come and hit the landforms. So due to that, there will be the erosion process. Then we have the solvent action, or you can say it as the solution. So when the solvent action we have is what? When those water are coming from this side. So you know that in sea we have corals, zooanthellae we have. So all this what they are doing, when they die, so their body parts are made up of limestone. So limestone, when they'll come near to the coast, so they'll be mixing into with the water, they'll be forming the carbonic acid. So when they come this side and they get settled in the beach area. So after that, what happens? And when the water comes again, so in that carbonic acid formation is there. Then due to that, there will be contraction and expansion, and also that water will be it will be absorbing the water. So due to that, they will have the expansion. So all those limestone landforms we studied. So layer shapes will be happening. So due to there will be erosion and also there will be some deposition. So that is also the solution in the coastal landforms. So that helps solution also helps in the formation of coastal landforms. So these are all the forces: attrition, then we have abrasion, then we have hydraulic action, then we have solution. And also the main force, don't forget, that is the wind, force of wind and water. So all these acts in the formation of coastal landforms. So now we study about all those force and everything. So now we'll start studying about the erosion and deposition landforms. So see here, first we'll see what are the erosion and deposition landforms made by the coast, made by the flow of water on the coast side. So see, in the coastal landforms we have, in the erosional we have cliffs, we have wave cut platform, then we have wave cut terrace, then we have fjords, then we have stack, stump, natural arc, we have, and also in this we have cave. Don't forget, in this also we have the cave formation. So cave formation we have in coastal also, and also we have in the coastal also, and also we have the limestone part, that karst topography. So don't forget. So cave formation also we have in this. Then in deposition landforms, you all would have a study about the Chilka Lake, lagoon lake. So lagoon we have, then formation of beaches we have, then also we have the on the desert side where that sands are getting deposited. So they are known as the sand dunes. So on the marine side, what it is known as? It is known as the marine dunes. So on the beaches side, we have the marine dunes. Then we have bay, we have sand, we have spit, we have bar, barrier, island, then tombolo. So all these are the deposition landforms. So all these particulars we'll study actually study with the detailed explanation. So remember all these landforms, and in this erosion landforms also at the cave. So all these we will study. First we'll see about the erosion landforms. So in erosion landforms, first we'll see about the cliffs and wave cut platform. Okay. So see, caves and later. See, first we'll see formation of cliff and wave cut platforms. So see what will happen. Now this is the continental part. See, like a mountain or continental part, something is there like continental part. Now we have ocean here or sea here. So where that water are flowing, okay. So it is flowing with a full speed, and with the wind energy also it is flowing. So what will happen? It will break the parts here. So when it will break the parts here with this energy, when it hits this particular part, so it is breaking the part. So when it breaks, so in this we have when it breaking, so we have the cracking. So now this part will go deeper. Then what is this upper part will fall down, because for standing here above this, so it should have support. But now due to the action of wind and ocean water, this particular parts have been eroded. So now this platform will fall down here, and this will take the formation like a cliff, like this, like a steep side it will take place. So when that steep side it will take place, that is known as a cliff. So in that cliff also we'll study about the wave cut platform. So that wave cut platform we'll see when the diagram comes. Now we'll see about the caves and bays. See, in the caves and bays, what happens? See, caves and bays. We studied in the many parts like in fluvial, or also in the limestone also we studied. See, now this continental part. So this part is hard rock. Then we have the soft rock. Then we have hard rock, soft rock. Like this landform are made. So what will happen? When that water, ocean water, is hitting this side, so what will happen? Hard rock, it will take much time to break. But where these softer rocks will be broken easily. So when that repeatedly it is hitting the soft rocks, so these parts will get broken. Then again here also it will get broken. This parts will get broken. So in this way, what will happen when these parts are getting broken? So now this parts will get shaped like this. Shape like this. Lies formation will happen. Okay. Now it will this is a soft rock part. Soft rock part. So and this is hard. So when that shape becomes like this, then this particular shape is known as the wave. So this particular type of shape is known as the base. So this is caves and base. And in this what happens when this it is heating again it will be going on breaking. So that we will see later. So in this when this base formation took place, so in this part it will be like you can say like it will be like a arrow part, or it will be like a somewhat a small like wood part. So this part is known as the head word. In this base, this part is known as the head word. And this water, when it is flowing, it is going and settling down here. Again, it is coming back, going and settling down here. So this part is known as the inlet. So remember, this part is known as the inlet. So see here, on exposed coast, the continual action of waves on the rocks of varying resistance causes the coastline to be eroded irregularly. So that irregular erosion happens, then the formation of base takes place. So this is a particular pronounced where hard rocks occur in alternate band with the softer rocks. So that we have seen here. So in this head part is known as the headward, and that inlet part where that water is going mostly in and again coming back. So that is the known as the inlet. So you can see in the diagram here. Here, this is the soft rock parts. So this water has come in here. So it has taken the shape like a bay. So this is known as the bay. And see, don't get confused. See, suppose this bay part is taking place. So now you will be saying that we have in India, we have the Sundarban. Sorry, we have Sundarban in the Bay of Bengal area. So you all will be saying that Bay of Bengal landform has been taking place due to the seawater. No. Bay of Bengal area and Persian Gulf area, these both landforms had taken place because of continental plate movement. So don't forget. So these two bay are the formation of bay. They have taken place due to the continental plate movement. So that plate movement we studied. So these two are formed due to the plate movement. So don't get confused. So Bay of Bengal area is not a bay formed due to the coastal landforms, formed due to the wave water. So remember that these two are the bay which formation has taken place due to the plate movement, and mostly all others bay are the formation of ocean water. So remember this one. Now in this sea here, water is going and settling down here, again it will come back, the swash and backwash. So this is known as the inlet. Now in this we will study about the wave cut platforms. Already we study about the cliffs. See here, water is coming and hitting here, then this part will fall down. So this will come in steep side, and this is also somewhat steep side. So this is known as the cliff. And now we'll see about the wave cut platforms. So see here, wave cut platforms here, what will happen? Now see, suppose if the part was like this, okay? Now water was flowing. So now after heating, this part have got broken. So what happened? It became like this, okay? And all those parts got broken. They have settled here. Then again water came this side. Then again this part is broken. Then again this part will get broken. Then see, when this part is hitting, see, you can see here in the diagram. When it is hitting here, so what will happen? Now this particular part won't have any support to stand here. So after that regular heating, what will happen after some years? This part will fall down. So when these parts will fall down, so again it will be heating. So again it will go deeper. So again this part will fall down. So that cliffs will be breaking into parts. And here all those parts will be getting settled here in downwards. So these, when they are getting settled here, so these parts are known as the wave cut platforms. So remember, these are known as wave cut platforms. So they are getting settling, or they are going back, again coming here. So these parts are known as the, see, now suppose if the mountain was still here, continental part was still here, okay? So now this fully part, when it has broken, now this part is there. So this particular part is known as the wave cut platforms. So remember this, cliffs and wave cut platforms. So see here, water is heating. So this particular heating of water, this is from the notch type, or you can also say that it will take the shape of like a bay. So now here notch is formed. Okay. Now after that, what will happen? That continuous, after some years, this part will fall down. So again, this part will fall down. So there will be the formation of wave cut platform. So this is the wave cut platform. You can see here in this part also. See here, this all those parts have been eroded. So these are the wave cut platform. So this was about the cliff and wave cut platforms. Now we will see about the cave, arc, stack, and stump. See here. Now what is happening? Now either inside the ocean we have volcanoes and we have the formation of mountain inside the ocean, or it is nearby the beach area, near the coastal land. So there we have the mountain. So what is happening in that water is coming with the full energy and they are the longer energy. So water is coming with the full energy and it is coming and hitting. Okay, when it is coming and hitting, this part will crack and this part will erode. So it will come back with the water. So again, this part will erode, that erosion will be taking places after repeatedly heating of the ocean water. So what will happen? This particular part will get broken and that will take the shape of a cave. So this is known as the cave landform, cave erosion landform. So this is known as the cave. So don't get confused with the wave cut platforms, because here we talk that if they don't have support means they will fall down. So okay, so don't get confused with that one. See here, this is like it is vertically, and in the landform what will happen? We have like this. So this part like a cube, you can say. So we have like a cube. We have like a cube. So what will happen? This part. So these both parts are attached. Attached by, like you can see in here. It is attached like. So what will happen? Here formation of cave will take place. And after sometimes what will happen when the formation of cave have taken place? Okay. Now water will be continuously heating. Okay. We have like a ocean water. So it is like they have the great depth and water. On the land we have totally like 70% we have water. So water won't freeze. So water will be heating. That repeatedly it will be heating this part. So again what happened when it is heating? So after that, this particular inside parts will get broken, inner parts also will get broken, and that shape will become like this. Okay. So when the shape becomes like this, so what happens? Now this cave has broken and it has taken the shape of arc. So it is looking like an arc. So it has taken the shape of arc. Okay. Now after some years, what will happen? These particular parts. Okay. Now they don't have support, and if weight is heavy above this, so this particular part will get eroded. Okay. So when they get eroded or they fall down due to the heavy pressure, so they will fall down. So then they will take the shape like this. They will take the shape like this. These both will look like a pillar. So these both are known as the stack. So this is a stack and this is also stack. Okay. This is a stack. Now what will happen? Now in this way, now again water will be heating this side. So when water will be heating means after many years, this part also will become weak. Now this part when becomes weak, then upper parts get broken. So when that stack becomes into the smaller size, when they take the shape of a smaller size, that is known as the stump. At a smaller size known as the stump. Like you can see that stump in the cricket. That cricket that we have that wooden part wicket. So that stump size. So that like that a small size it will become. So that is known as the stump. So see here, cave shape. Then we have the arc. Then we have the stack. See here. But now water is flowing both sides. It has taken the shape of like an arc. It has arc. Then after that, this part has eroded and it has fallen down. So now it has become like a single part. So this is known as the stack. Then after due to the heating, this part has eroded. Then this particular part has broken and it has become into the smaller size. So this is known as the stump. So these are all the erosional landforms. So these are all the about the stack. See, the seaward portion of the headland will remain as a pillar of rock. So that is a stack. Then with the course of time, these stubborn stacks will gradually be eroded. So that will be leaving behind the stumps. Then we'll see now in this itself, we'll also see the definition of cave. So as the wave continue to grind away at the crack, so it begins to open up the form of cave. Then the cave becomes larger and eventually breaks through the headland. So they are forming the shape of an arc. So this is about the cave, arc, stack and stump. Now in this, we'll study for the geos and globes. So in the geos and globes, see here. Now this is a landform. So in this, what is happening? Like at some places, now water is coming and hitting, coming and hitting. So at this part, it is broken. Okay. Now again, it is dipping this type. Okay. Now this part is having the softer rocks. So when it is hitting, then it is going up lies. So now water will be hitting. So with water will come with the full force. So it can easily go in a vertical direction also with up to some height. So water is the full force. So when wave break is happening, then that splash is taking place. So it will go with the full force. So it will be going lies. So in that same way, it will take the shape lies. Okay. So it will break the upper parts also. This landforms will be what with like a, you can say it as a highland in that beaches area or in the island area. So when that water is flowing through lies. Okay. So this particular part, it has made the holes here. So this particular part is known as the blow holes. Blow holes, or you can say it as the globes. And how to remember this part, I'll say. So you can say it as a blow holes or globes. So you can see here, if suppose if bottle you have, okay, bottle you have, we have bottle, okay, in that we are filling water, okay. So when we are filling water, sorry, now you can take a bigger shape container, okay. Now with the bottle we are filling water, water is fully filled water. So when we are filling the water, we will be hearing a sound like bloop bloop. So that we will be hearing a sound. So in this also what happens? Now water is flowing through this. See, in this container also there are presence of air. So in this way also water is coming, that backwash is happening. Water is coming down. But at this part, here we have the, at this part, here we have the presence of air also. So when the water, when the swell part is again coming this side, so what is happening? It is taking the air also. So when they are taking the air with water and it is coming upwards in the blow holes area. So here what will happen? That water will flow in this upper part like a spring. Okay. So here they will flow and they make a sound. So that particular sound like bloop sound they will make. So that particular part through which that water is coming in the coastal area. So that is known as the blow holes or the globes. So now this part is known as the globes. Now we'll see what is the geos. In the geos, what happens? Now water is flowing through this area. So after some years, now this part will get eroded. This part will get eroded. Then that particular landform, what will happen? This is a landform. So this part will get eroded when that globes is having like out here, blow holes we have. So when this part gets eroded, sorry, then what happens here? It will take the shape like a bay, you can say. It will take the shape like, okay. This part will get broken. So geos and bay are not the same, but when these parts are broken, it will take a shape like, okay. So these particular shapes, that eroded parts, are known as the geos. So don't get confused with the bays and the geos. So this is the geos. Here we'll say definition. The occasional splashing of the waves against the roof of a cave may enlarge the joints when air is compressed and released repeatedly inside them. So that natural that shaft is formed, and that leads to the tears through the surface. So waves breaking into the cave may force water or air out of this hole. So in that from that hole, that such a shaft is termed as a gloop or blow hole. So that is known as the gloop or blow hole. Then what about the enlargement of blow holes? Continual action of waves weakens the cave hole. So what happens after that erosion will happening? Then the formation of geos will take place. So when the cave roof collapse a long narrow cleat made up known as the geos. So this is known as geos and this is known as the globes. That whole type it is coming up. So that is known as the globes. So see here in this diagram here you can see. In this diagram here you can see now that particular that globes part that he eroded. So now it has taken a shape line. So water will be again flowing and coming back. So this is now the geos. Okay. Now how the formation of beaches are taking place. So beaches are the deposition landforms. Beaches are the deposition landforms. See how beaches are formed. Before studying beaches, we'll study some. Okay, we'll study beaches and after that we'll study all those deposition landforms. So in this deposition landform, beaches what happens? See, now it is breaking, all those erosions are happening. Then it is with when that backwash is happening, it is sea water is taking back the all those small particles, all those rock particles. Then here again it is coming. Then that attrition is taking places. Attrition force is taking place. So in that all those big boulders also they're becoming into a smaller particles like gravels, all those they're becoming small particles. And with the water it is coming and it is shooting down in the some area. So okay, when they're settling down, when they are depositing, so after that, that deposition will take the formation of beach, a large area. So that is not the beach. So sands and gravel loosened from the land are moved by the waves to be deposited along the shore as a beaches. So this is not the beach. So in that way, in that wave cut platform also, this is not the beaches. Wait a minute, guys. Okay. So that is not the beaches. Now in this wave cut platforms we have studied. So now this particular parts are broken. So it has become lies. So in this wave cut platforms also, that all those loosened materials comes and settle down here. Okay. So it becomes above the sea level. So when it becomes a sea level, so that particular part is known as the wave cut terrace. So that looks like a terrace. So remember the wave cut, that is a wave cut terrace. Okay. So this is about the beaches are transported with the, so there it is getting deposited and that, so that is a beach. See here, now in this diagram better you can understand. This is the ocean water. Now water is flowing this way. Okay. Water is flowing. Now this swash is strong. It is taking the all those materials here. Okay. And while backwash this, it will have a less energy. So while it is going back and meeting with the sea water, that time what will happen? Now here energy from here is they have the less energy, then here their energy will finish. So all those particles, if they have not deposited here, so what will happen? At last they will get deposited near the shore area. Then like that, this particular part will get filled. So in that part happens, formation of beaches takes place. So beaches are the deposition land. Now in this diagram you can see the railing wheels, they won't flow like a blow like 90 degrees. So they will flow lies. Okay, or they will flow lies. So in that way what happens? In this way what happens when they flow lies? So that backwash will be like a right angle. Sorry, 90 degrees. Okay. So when the backwash comes in 90 degrees. So in that way all those materials will get deposited this side. So that is the beaches. Now in this we'll see bars, speeds, and all those here. It is heating like this. Okay. It is heating like this. So what is happening? Now wind is flowing like it is heating. So this we have, that backwash we have in a 90 degree. So here what will happen? Like in a bay when it is heating. Okay. So that backwash energy becomes less when it meets the sea water. So what happens? That particular sand or smaller parts get settled here. Okay. At the like a headland area. Get settled here. So headland area. When they get settled, deposited here, so that particles are known as the speeds. You can see in this example, you can see examples when that water heated here, then it has come. So some sediments have got deposited here. So and after that it will get deposited, then this will utilize. So these particular parts are known as the speeds. Now in this we'll see about the bars also. So that particular part is known as the speed. So see here. This part is known as the speed. Okay. Now in this speed what happens? Now water is coming and hitting this side. So where water have heated this side, so the deposition has happened here. So it has become like this. So when the water is coming and hitting, when inside also it is coming and hitting. So what will happen? It will take the shape of like a hook. Okay. So when it takes the shape of hook, that deposition happens like a hook. So in that speed only that sediments will be joining. So when they take the shape of hook, so that particular is the speed hook. So remember that. So it is taking the shape of hook, so that is the speed hook. Now in this we'll see about the barrier island. See, water is hitting this side. Okay. Then what is happening? Then at the 90-degree angle, deposition happening this side. Okay. Now this deposition happens and it becomes like a bigger part. So when this becomes like a bigger part deposition, so that is known as the barrier island. So these all happens inside the water. Okay. So they are known as the barrier island. So when this barrier island, see, this is known as the barrier island. Then after that what happens? When this speeds, in now first we'll study about the bar also. See here. When they're taking the shape like a hook, that is known as speed hook. So and bar will be same like a speed only. What will happen? That bar formation will happen at the that particular, see, speed we had the formation, first we had the formation inside the water side. Then after that it got deposited, then only it joined. But where is the bar it will have on the headward itself. So on the headward itself, when that deposition happens, that is known as the bay mouth bar. Okay, or simply you can call it as the bar. Okay, and after sometimes when that they are getting settled down, so when all those speeds are settled here, you can see in this example. So they're settling here, all the depictions are happening. So this type of, they're taking the formation like a island inside the water. So these type are known as the barrier island. Okay, these type are known as the barrier island. And when what happens? Now we'll study about the lagoons, how lagoons formation is happening. See how lagoon formation is happening. See now what is happening here? This bar, it has joined lies. Then so this also deposition is getting settled like here. So it is joining lies. Then we have the inlet. Then again deposition will be happening. Then what will happen? It will just take the shape like this. Okay. Water will be flowing through here lies like back water you can say. Okay. So lies they will flow. That barrier island will be there. That barrier will be there. So that type of parts are the so all those water settled here. So this is another. These are the brackish water. So this part is another lagoon. Okay, and here we see here the formation of beach we have. Okay, now we see about the Tombolo and Sea Island. Okay, now those speeds have got settled here. Okay, wait a minute, guys. Okay, sorry. So see when we have the Sea Island here. Okay, and this is the continental part. So what is happening now? After sometimes due to the ocean water hitting this side. Okay. When this both island and continental part or beach part is joined by a bridge, like a bridge here that will be looking. So when they are joined by like due to deposition of sands here. So when that deposition due to sand is takes place, that is known as the tombolo. So this is also the part of a deposition landforms in the. This is also deposition landform of the coastal landform. So see here lagoon we have here you have the formation. So all those waters, this brackish water have settled here. So this is the lagoon. Then we have the sand spit here. We have sand dunes. So these are all the deposition landforms. So spits and bars we have studied. All those definitions are given here. So the debris eroded by waves is a continually moved by a long shore drift and where there is an indentation in the coast. So such as the mouth of the river or a bay. So material may continue to be deposited that across the inlet. So that particular the space. So in that way, in that space and bars almost they are the same type. Okay. So don't get confused. Space and bars almost they are the same type. So they are the deposition landforms. See here, like a hooks taking place. So see now this the deposition happening. So that is not speed. Then after that, like a hook it is taking place. So that is another speed hook. Now marine sea. Sand are coming and depositing here and it is taking shape like a sand dune. So that is not the marine dune. So this is also the depositional part. So now we'll study about the different types of host. Different types of host. So that landform we'll see different types of host. So see here. Coastal landforms, we have the different types of coast. So we have the ria coast, we have fjord coast, we have estuary coast. So all the, and we have Dalmatian coast. So all these types of we have the coast type. So these are the types of coast. So remember that what in the ria coast, what in the fjord coast, or you can say it as the fjord coast, like you can say. Then estuary coast we have. Then we have the Dalmatian coast. Then we have the like a delta coast we have. So these are all the types of coast. So now see the type of coast. First we see the coastline. So in the coastline we studied that we have the submergence, and also we have the emergence coast. So submergence, where it is happening, that particular land type or the sea water, what is happening? Either that land is sinking inside the ocean water or sea water breaking down and it is sinking inside the ocean or the sea water, that is known as submergence, or either what is happening, there is a rise in the sea level. So there is a rise in the sea level, so that is known as submergence coast. So that formed due to the sinking of the land or rise of the sea. So that is known as submergence coast. So in that we have the different types of coast. We have ria coast, we have fjord coast, we have estuarian coast, then Dalmatian or longitudinal coast we have in the submergence coast. Then coastline of emergence, that we have seen in the eastern India, that eastern coast when we are studying about that one. So there we are seeing. So coastline emergence is what? When either that landforms near the sea area, what is happening? Either due to the deposition, that they are becoming like a highland and they are becoming above the sea water, or either what is happening, that particular sea water in that area is shrinking, means that particular that level is falling down. So that is one of the emergence coast. So formed due to the upliftment of the land or fall in the sea level. So in that type of coast we have very less emergence coast. So in that we can see about the delta coast. So that way, that is known as the emergence coast. So this is about the, so generally less common and include afflicted lowland coast or emergent upland coast. So that is the coastline of emergence. Now in this we will study about the ria coast. So see how ria coast formation takes place. So in the submergence area, see what we have been. Now river is flowing. So in the fluvial landform, we have studied about the fluvial landform. Suppose this is the continental side, okay? This is the ocean side, okay? In the fluvial landform, we studied about the V-shaped valley, okay? We studied about the V-shaped valley. So like in the V-shaped valley, what is happening? Water is flowing on this particular that mountain part nearby the sea area. So they are making a V-shaped valley. So when that V-shaped valley formation is taking place, and after it, what is happening? Now the sea water is going and mixing there. It is going and settling again, coming back. So in that way, that type of coast formation are taking place. So that type of coast formation are known as the ria coast. So in that, what will be happening? That river valley will be strong. So in that type of coast known as the ria coast. So during the ice age, a great deal of water was locked up in the ice. So which made it as the climate got warmer, leading to increase in the sea level. So either in the sea level increased and they got and they mixed with that V-shaped valley, okay, and there whatever there was a formation of coast, that is the ria coast. So in the upland coastal regions where the mountain runs at the right angle to the sea, to the sea area. So that ria coast side we can see in India map if you see. So here this side all those land coast we have, that all you know that is on the estuarian coast, okay. Then in this side only if we have the V-shaped valley, okay, and there that sea water have got and mixed there, then that V-shaped valley have down. So that is known as the ria coast. So this is known as the ria coast. Then now we will study about the other types of coasts. So see in the ria coast, what have we? A ria is a coastal inlet formed by a partial submergence of an unglaciated river valley that remains open to the sea and is a coastline. So that several parallel areas separated by prominent ridges and extending at a distant inland area. So that is the ria coast. Now here we'll see about the fjord coast. So fjord coast means what? That see now river valley is forming is a valley. Similarly in the glacier, so fjord coast happens in the glacier area. So that when the glacial landforms are taking places, okay. So due to the glacial movement, see glacial movement will happen on the mountains only, with ice caps will be moving. So in that they have formed the U-shaped valley. So in the glacial landform we have the U-shaped valley, that erosion landform. So in that U-shaped valley, what we have been that when the sea either they have risen or that particular due to the U-shaped valley it has got seen. Okay. So through this way that river water is coming, that glacier water. Okay. Then this sea water is going and mixing this side. Okay. And they are forming the coast. So that particular coast is known as the fjord coast. Okay. So they are created by the glacier that move very slowly over time. Okay. So that landscape once they have moved through an areas and carving deep bayside. So that is known as the glaciation. So in that U-shaped valley formation is taking places. So in that sea water is going and mixing when that rise of the sea water takes place, or either the rise of sea water or the fall of that landform takes place. That U-shaped valley like it is mixing with the water, sea water. So in that way, fjord coast takes place. So they form a narrow, steep-sided inlet connected to the sea. So that is one of the fjord coast. So you can see a fjord coast example here. Okay. Now this one say this is a Dalmatian coast. Dalmatian coast. Here what happens in this type of coast? See, this is a landform. Okay. Water is flowing parallel to the landform. Okay. Water is flowing parallel to the landforms. Okay. Or you can say Dalmatian coast is also known as the longitudinal coast. So water is flowing parallel to the this type of landform. So what happened here? Formation of coast is taking places. So that type of coast is known as the Dalmatian coast. So this is about the Dalmatian coast. You can see here water is flowing and here formation of landform is happening. So this is known as the Dalmatian coast. So this is about the fjord coast, ria coast, Dalmatian coast. Fjord coast, everything was studied that it is like a brown glaciated valleys. Then Dalmatian or longitudinal coast where the mountains were run parallel to the coast. So that is the Dalmatian coast when that it is running parallel and that formation of coast is happening parallelly. So that is known as Dalmatian coast. In this you can see water is flowing this way or this way, and that is running parallel to the ground mountains area. The formation of coast is happening here. So that is the Dalmatian coast. And estuarian coast means what is happening? Water is flowing westwards. Okay. And in that way, what is happening? That river water is going and drowning into the sea area. In that way, it is happening. It is mixing with the sea water, and it means it is drowning. So in that way, what is happening? That sea water is coming near to the land area and forming the shape of coast. So that is known as the estuarian coast. So estuarian coasts are basically the coast made by the estuaries with the streams of river free flowing into the sea. So means there will be no barrier. So there will be free flowing. They will be flowing, and in that way, this particular sea water is making coast this side. So that is known as the estuarine coast. So these are the different types of coast. You all can see here the estuarine coast. So this is known as the estuarine coast. See, water is coming this side. Okay, and that way it is coming and drowning, and the sea water is going this side and there, taking the shape of coast. So that is the estuarine coast. Then uplifted lowland coast. So in that lagoons, that Chilka side we can see. So lowland coast means what? That water will like say little marshy type or swampy type you can say. So that is known as the uplifted lowland coast. So this is all about the different types of coast and coastal landforms. So if you have any doubt in this part, you can ask me. Anyone, any doubt in this part? Anyone? Okay. This was all about the coastline landforms. Okay. And yesterday we had a study about the desert landforms, that some parts were left. So see, this was all about the coastal landforms. Yesterday we studied about the landforms that made due to the wind, or you can say it, that mostly that formation will happening in the desert types. So that yesterday we studied about the aeolian landforms. So in that aeolian landforms, we have all these different types of erosional landforms. Then also we have the depositional landforms. So all those which were left yesterday, we'll see today now. So yesterday we finished about the mushrooms, rocks, all this. So now today we'll see about the other parts, that all those which were left. Okay, yesterday we finished about the birds and mesas. So mesas is what that erosion is happening, and that is in the like a rectangular type, like a 90-degree angle, like that you can say. So that bigger parts are the mesas, then a smaller parts, that is known as the birds. So okay, we finished about this one. Okay, see, now we'll see about the lowest. So that, see, what is known as the lowest. So lowest is the, don't get confused the levees, that fluvial landforms, and the lowest. Okay, so what is mean by lowest? So lowest is the depositional landforms that in the desert area. What is happening here? See, this is a depositional landform. See, wind is blowing. Okay, when that sand particles, okay, it is taking all those softer particles, lighter particles with it, and it is blowing, and it is settling down all those particles at a some place, particular place. Okay, then after due to deposition, that particles have become like a big like a island, you can say. So when that particles have become like a island, so that that looks like a land area. Then after that it will become like a mountain area. So all those rising parts and deposition part, that is the lowest. So what the fine dust blown beyond the desert limits is deposited on a neighboring lands known as the lowest. So it is yellow. So sand means mostly that we'll have in a like sandy color. So that is in the yellow, and that materials are rich in lime. Okay, water sinks in rarely, so surface is always dry. So you know that sand, if we have the sand means water will be sinking inside. So that surface is always dry, with streams may cut into thick mantle of the soft waste to develop padla. So okay, what is known as lowest means what, the position of all those sand particles, okay, that leading to a highland, or you can say the mountainous type shape. So that is known as the lowest. So that is about the lowest. Now in this part we will study about the dunes, Parchan dunes, all those dunes we will study. See here, they are the deposition landforms. Okay, so what will happen now? Sand particles, okay, sand particles, suppose this is the desert area. Okay, wind is blowing this side or opposite side, wind is blowing, it is taking and depositing some places. Okay, when that deposition is happening, okay, and it is taking the shape of like a crescent moon. Okay, when it taking the shape of like a crescent moons, that is known as the Bachan dunes. So that is known as the Bachan dunes. See, deposition of sands in the desert area, that is known as dunes. So that is known as dunes. So even lowest is also a dunes only. So that is known as dunes. So, okay, and when that shape is taking the crescent side, so that crescent shape is known as the Bachan dunes. So in the dunes also we have different types of dunes. We have Bachan, we have shapes. So all those are different types of dunes. So see, dunes are hills of sand formed by the accumulation of sand and shaped by the movement of winds. So that striking characteristic of earth or sandy desert. So don't get confused. Okay, erg or dunes, erg or dunes, both are same. So don't get confused. The most common types in this we have the Bachan and Sif dunes. So Sif dune means what? See, now this it is Bachan is taking crescent shape. Okay, so that is another Bachan dunes. And when that in that also half crescent shape. So semi crescent shape when we have, if we have semi crescent shape, so that semi crescent shape dune is known as the Sif dunes. So that is known as the Sif dunes. So sand dunes and sheaf dunes. So sheaf are like a longitudinal. So see, and all these sheaves, what will happen? They'll be setting like a when they're like a semi-type crescent, okay, and they'll be setting like a crescent. They'll setting like in the. So what is happening now? See, suppose some erosional or deposition happening, okay. So okay, sorry, yes, there was a network issues here. So see here, we study about the sheaf dunes, Barchan dunes, we study about the playa lakes. So see here, also that playas, they are also known as the salars or salina. So see here, form in the arid or semi-arid areas by intermittent streams flowing into depressions. Okay, that depressions, when that is made, okay, in that water is flowing, or due to rain we have that deposition of water. So that type of depression with what I know the playa lakes. So they contain high percentage of salt due to high evaporation and lower precipitation. Okay, so in that what happens in that playa lakes? See, in the sand side we have the like evaporation. So all those salts will be left. So when the rains or when the water, river water is coming there, so there we have the salty water. So that type of lake, you know, is the playa lakes. So this is about the playa lakes. Now Bajda and pediment. So the floor desert of depression is made up of two features. So that is the Bajda and pediment. So this Bajda and pediment, that same you can see in the that wave cut platforms we are seeing. Okay, that is same type. So here. Now this is the mountain. Okay, when that is erosion happening in, okay, then upper part is also eroding. That erosion is happening. Okay, then this part will also fall down. Okay, so when this part is falling down, so this particular part, then this part also getting eroded. So this particular part is on the Bajda. So again after it, again erosion happening inside. When this both joining part is the pediment, okay, and this part is the Bajda. That starting one, that floor desert of depression made up of two features, that is the Bajda and pediment. So that depression we have here, so that is the Bajda and pediment. So this is all about the aeolian landforms. So now we have finished our all topics about the Visage and Bats we studied, Inselberg we studied, Facts and Dicanter we studied. So we have finished about the whole syllabus of geomorphology. So you all, if you get questions from somewhere, anywhere, if you get questions from anywhere, from the geomorphology part, you can start solving now. Okay, already I have shared you the notes and slides and everything. Okay, and some notes are there that I will share it today to all those 4 participants, and also some of participants like Dev who all were attending. So all to them I'll share the notes. So you all study through that notes also, and in that while studying, if you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime, and just start doing revision from the geomorphology part. So we have finished everything about the geomorphology part. So you all start doing revisions. Okay, start doing revisions and start solving questions. See, yesterday that question paper which I gave you, that was same like a UPSC based. Okay, so that was same like a UPSC based. So in that one, UPSC will ask questions. They will give like many statements they will give. Okay, so and they will ask options like A, B, C, D, 2 of them, 3 of them, like they will ask. So you must be ready to answer those type of questions. Okay, for that only I have sent that question paper. Now again I'll prepare some questions, or I'll take previous year questions itself and I'll send it to you all. Okay, only geography questions I'll take, or only from the geomorphology part I'll take and I'll send you all. So try to solve those questions and send the answer to me. And also I'll upload those particular questions with answer on the YouTube. Okay, and all those who have submitted me the answers, I will just check it and I'll say that how many are correct after this class. Okay, so we have finished our geomorphology part. Any doubt in this part, anyone? Any doubt? Group is
No, sir.
No, sir.
As of now, not.
so that's all for from the geomorphology part. We have finished with the geomorphology part. Tomorrow again when we meet at the same time, tomorrow we will study about the climatology. Tomorrow we will study about the climatology, and in that we will start with the atmosphere. So in this climatology, atmosphere parts are important. Okay, that this climatology is important part for the oceanography. See, if you understand the climatology parts, then you will be easily able to give the answers for the even in the from the oceanography part. Okay, so that both are like related to each other. So climatology must be essential so that you can understand that all those heat budget, atmosphere layers, then how those incoming solar radiation, how those all those are taking places, then how they are reflecting back. So all those we'll study in this climatology, and how winds are blowing, how clouds are and precipitation are happening, how the evaporation happening. That everything we study in climatology part. Again, okay. So that's all for the geomorphology part, and I start doing questions and I start doing revisions from this part. So that's all for today. We'll meet again tomorrow at the